see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's King. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to pass, it's Russell. They're working that left side. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got him downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go.
He smashes his way through again. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
On the run, still looking. Snagged in the middle, it's Ward.
Great job by the receiver catching that full route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Bama.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Looking to throw, it's Knight. He's going to take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Running into the open space. Smashes through the tackle. And he walks his able to score. Touchdown time!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Steps away to find some room. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Got it behind the line. It's Stokes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks, big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Tatum. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
ISO means we're trying to ISO a linebacker, get downhill right now. Not trying to ISO a corner, get wide and start to go outside. A lot of times when you bounce that thing that's supposed to go in the middle, those guys aren't taking the proper angles out wide. They're assuming where the ball's going, and that's inside. Good job by the defense, but the offense has to know where that play's supposed to go.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires left. He makes a catch. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as his offense in business. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Quarterback keeper. Done enough for the first down. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll try to do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Butler. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Reads it, fires complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to pass, it's Russell. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wyoming. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force.
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. On the option, he'll pitch it. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finding an escape route. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And now, if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs, because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Butler. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. A run for the quarterback. And that last carry pays off with a C note already at 100 yards.
And he's done it with so much balance and so much power and so much speed. He's really shown you that he's a great back in a multitude of ways. And guess what? It's still the first half.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Tatum. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And some room to work. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what...
Grabs it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play in 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Knight. A little release to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That's caught. It's Stokes. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback now breaking the field. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it's no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give...
Turning it on! Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
On the ground, it's Butler. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The give from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On the move. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Vols back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete on the right side. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Power football with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vols! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
Gets it out fast. He gets the 2-point conversion as they draw ever closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Coming out with it, it's King. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Dropping back, it's Russell. He's looking deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. He breaks a tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Sends it back in motion. He'll take it himself. Ball is out behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Russell. Tight end getting vertical. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Tatum. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The give to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Knight. The short hands. It's Ward. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ward. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to pass. Using the quick game. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to pass on 2nd down. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. So Alabama, once once again takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide, and the party in Tuscaloosa will last well into the night. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.